Elliot Rodger, Elliot Rodger, Elliot Rodger. I'm not done talking to you. Even though I know you cannot hear me and you will never see this video, I got more to say. As I said in my last video, you started a very big shitstorm when you launched your ultimately rather disappointing and unsuccessful day of Retribution. You know, you planned to turn, as I said before, and as you said in your autobiography, My Twisted World by Elliot Rodger, you intended to not only turn your apartment into a torture chamber and take the bag of severed heads and dump them on the ground on the beginning of your third phase. Not only that, you wanted to break into a sorority house, the Alpha Phi sorority house at UCSB, and basically show Ted Bundy and Richard Speck how it was done. You see, and then you ended up killing only 2 sorority girls from the Tri Delta sorority, not the one you hated so much, or had a fetish for, loved so much. You loved it because you hated it. Well, or you hated it because you loved it. That being said, you went on a drive-by shooting rampage, and you got out of the car and eventually killed Christopher Martinez, and then you went on the rest of your rampage just shooting and ramming random people. You fucking sucked at spree. That's being a spree killer, Elliot. And ultimately, you would succeed with some of your plan, but you didn't succeed with all of it, thank God. But that being said, there is more we have to discuss here. Okay, the first being that you said you could never go to a prostitute because it's not a woman that had genuine interest in you, and yet you were so materialistic. You were into, you wanted to win the lottery. You spent thousands of dollars trying to win the lottery, and you failed, obviously. And yet you knew that would make you popular with girls. Yet you wanted to win the lottery so you could get popular with girls, but you were unwilling to go to a hooker. Do you not see the connection between the two, Elliot? I mean, really, there's a big connection. A gold digger is nothing more than an unofficial prostitute. Sometimes a gold digger I take that back. Pretty much all prostitutes are gold diggers, admitted gold diggers. Gold diggers tend to be more covert. They act like they're all interested in you, but they're not. Anyway, Elliot, back to what I was saying about giving up as soon as something inconvenienced you. You see, you tended to throw temper tantrums throughout your life, and you just never stuck with anything, really. When something wasn't going right for you, your reaction was to just throw a temper tantrum. And on May 23rd, Pacific Standard Time, you threw the biggest temper tantrum of your life, and coincidentally, the last temper tantrum of your life. It ended with you shooting yourself in the head and turning your brains into manwich all over your nice BMW that your parents bought for you. Well, okay, dude. One of your biggest problems is that you could never appreciate what you had. Think about it. You had a nice apartment, a mother and father who cared about you. You also had a stepmother who, even though you didn't always get along with her, she seemed to care about you. Even if she did try to, even if by your account was the only consistent disciplinarian in your life. And, yet, another thing that was very interesting to me and very telling to me is you developed this political ideology in your head where you wanted to exterminate all women. Okay? That to me, you had this fantasy of being in charge of the world, being a world leader, a dictator, a divine ruler, such as yourself, of course, as you said. And because of that, it revealed to me that you were not interested in a world where you were in charge so that you could force women to have sex with you. I mean, I thought, oh God, here it comes. Your harem of beautiful, tall, blonde sex slaves who will be forced to sleep with you or die. Well, guess what? Throughout your entire manifesto of repetitive dialogue, 137-page manifesto of repetitive dialogue and all this crap, never once did that part come. It all talked about your hatred of women and how you wanted to exterminate them. Look, the problem is that you didn't seem to want to have sex, really. You wanted to make everybody else's life suck as bad as yours. And, my advice to you would have been, focus on making your life better, not making everybody else's miserable. Okay? If you're homeless, you're not going to gain anything if everybody else's house burns down and everybody else is homeless. It's just that simple. Now, I don't have all the answers, and I don't pretend to. Nobody does have all the answers to life. But, seriously, Elliot, you had a lot of opportunities, but you didn't take advantage of them. And trust me, I've known people like that. Hell, there was this one girl I know. She was amazing. She was hot. And she had this amazing personality. She was hot. She was well educated, and she was charismatic. She had everything going for her. She was also basically just really good at sports in school, really good at academics. And lo and behold, she's now a drug addict, a homeless drug addict. And how did she get there? Her own choices. She simply had a lot of advantages, a lot of gifts, a lot of talent. But she took a dead-end road. And that's what you did, Elliot. And I'm not doing this to reach you, Elliot, because I know I can't. It's too late for that. You're dead. And what I am trying to do is trying to reach out to people who might be in your position or considering something like this. It's not the end of the world, trust me, if you can't get laid. It is the end of the world, is the end of at least your world, if you decide to go on a killing spree that will result in your death or imprisonment and pound me the ass prison. And, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and if you can, leave a donation. It's for a good cause. See y'all later.